Hello there, vinyl community, and terve! Vinyl Corner, Mikko. This is response to your 1500 subscribers contest. 1500 subscribers, that is awesome. It's a huge sum of subscribers, and you deserve them. And you have a very interesting contest when you wanted us to show our favorite back covers. And I think it was very interesting because back covers, I feel sometimes that the back cover tend to be forgotten by the average record buyer. Uh, Mainly they focus on the front cover, and the back cover more or less is where the album title stands, where the album titles are. And but I think many tends to forget that producers, a record label, or artist is putting just as much effort, but they did put as much effort on the back side as on the front side. So I think it's very fun to lift up the the back covers also. I have picked out 10 records that I'm going to show. And the fun thing here is that I know that in many contests that I've been doing previously, I've been showing very much same records. So, but it is not of the subject of the contest. But this time, it's very fun to show records that many of them I have not shown here on my YouTube channel and for you vinyl communities members yet. So, very fun to show these. First album cover is may not be all that objective, but it is a Swedish album cover. It is maybe our most famous band, one of them, Roxette, and their album Look Sharp from 1988. And this album cover is made like some kind of a newspaper article. And the newspaper name is Daily Roxette. And turning here, they have made this like some kind of an interview with Roxette. The layout is definitely like a newspaper article about the band. Pretty clever, and at the same time you're having here an ad, like a 1950s show, a radio show called Radio Rocks. And here you have the song title is made like the list of the show for tonight. So it's definitely, I think this is a pretty clever made backside. Here's an artist that is kind of forgotten today, Jonathan Butler. And Jonathan Butler is a jazz funk guitar player in the same style as Al Jarreau, George Benson, but maybe not as famous as they are. It's really, really good though. This is his album Heal Our Land from 1990. And the backside, maybe not all that special, but I think it is very nice done anyway. He made it like what looks like on a desk. You have in here pictures of him, and you also have a passport here. Passport set for South Africa. This is not unusual since George Benson is born in South Africa. And you're having the keys here, you're having coins. It's really, really smart made back cover. Going to the 80s, this is Sheena Easton and the album Do Ya, and produced by Nile Rodgers. Not that huge fan of Nile Rodgers production, but here we actually managed to do a pretty okay album actually. I like this backside because it gives you a very, very special, puts you in a special mood. It's a little creepy with the back, like back side of a house. This huge dark clouds and this dark wall huge wall, and I think it's a pretty creepy and still very exciting back cover. I've tried to find some jazz records with great album covers, but the problem with collecting jazz records is that the album covers are, or at least in the more classical jazz style that I collect, the album covers are very stale and sometimes kind of boring. Uh, it is this one colored, often white or black album color with some chronicle written by some jazz editor or jazz jazz journalist or producer, and with the song titles beside. Not all that much much fun or much imagination behind it. But I have two that I actually feel is a little special anyway. This is Zoot Sims, the saxophone player, and an album, a little clever, called Zootcase. And you have here Art Blakey, John Lewis, Al Coon, Percy Heath, half of the Modern Jazz Quartet. Songs, these titles are recorded around 1950 to 1952, so this one is highly recommended jazz album. And you see here, the album cover is really special, really real Suitcase. I really think this is a great album art for a jazz album. Next, there's a jazz label that I actually like a lot. I have some records with. That is the label Bluebird. Bluebird released the complete series, and I have a couple of them. And what I like about them is that it is double album, and they contains not all these most worn out and too often played jazz melodies, even though it's a compilation. It also contains some newer tracks that are very hardly ever being released on any records, that are not too often played. So I really like this because you get something new, something old, something special with this record label. This is Tommy Dorsey compilation with the song from 1937. The backside, I think, is very special, how you can manage to do something traditional but at the same time do it in a newer style. Here you see huge logotype and this ring, beautiful colors, and you have the song titles inside of this logotype ring, and you have also under the titles you're having recording dates. So I definitely think that this is a really beautiful album back cover for a jazz album. Now let's move back to the soul music. There's some artists that I definitely feel like I want to have along every time I'm talking about album art, cover art. And that is Earth, Wind and Fire, because they are my absolute favorites when it comes to beautiful album covers. This is All and All from 1977, and this is marvelous picture. Back cover is so beautiful painted. This is gatefold also is fantastic. So well, I think every Earth, Wind and Fire record from these period from the 70s and even to the early 80s are magnificent cover art. A couple of album back covers that I picked out because I do sometimes I'm doing a little photographing as a photographer, and the beautiful pictures always amazes me. This is Clarence Clemons and his album Hero from 1985. This album is most famous for Do It with Jackson Browne, You're a Friend of Mine. And the backside is very beautiful picture. This is a very great landscape picture. I love landscapes. You're having the mountains, you're having the clouds here all around, and Clarence Clement standing there on a cliff, looking out all over this mountain landscape. Really, really beautiful picture, I think. Here is a little banged up sleeve, but picture are good anyway. This is a little forgotten band, a British band called the Joe Boxers, and their album Like Gangbusters. Joe Boxers does a little bit of British happy pop music from the early 80s with a little taste of ska music in it. So I really think I discovered this band very much for the past 10 years. Really great. Some pictures that I really like is pictures from evening pictures or night pictures, and this is great. You see here they are dressed up like some kind of construction workers, and on the back side it is evening. You see the sunset, members standing talking in the evening. You see the beautiful water, and really, really beautiful evening picture. From 1987, Kenny Loggins, Back to Avalon. Kenny Loggins of Loggins and Messina. The back side here is really cool, I think. You're having this awesome stone face, really cool stone face. I think it's some kind of statue. I really think this is pretty cool. The only negative side is the writing style that he has used here. You hardly see what the titles are, but still, I think this is pretty cool, actually. And finally, maybe my absolute favorite, Duran Duran, 7 and a Rag Tiger from 1983. And the back side is made like some kind of a map of rivers and so on, like a treasure map. And I definitely think that they have managed to do a back cover that is really, really beautiful. Like most thing that Duran Duran did during these years, it's perfect done. So I hope that you, Nico, and everybody else are satisfied. Once again, Miko, congratulations on your 1,500 subscribers. And I have a lot of contests and threads I'm going to answer, so I hope they'll be back pretty soon. But until next time, I hope that you all have a very nice continuing of the week, and see ya.